This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
I was so good today.
We were amazing.
Unbelievable.
Blew it out of the water.
Yeah, Jim Jeffries talks to us. We started off discussing the world of spiders, and we're not talking about the creepy crawlers.
No, we're not.
That's right. We're talking about ice cream and fizzy drink. Fizzy drink.
Fizzy drink.
Fizzy
Who
drink.
calls
Yeah.
it fizzy
Yeah.
drink?
What about
Apparently
cool
I do.
drink? What about cool drink?
Well, we
drink
come
is
up from the cool drink era.
Yeah, we do.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
We talk about when you make a deal with your partner and then it turns out that they have to honour it, or do they? That's inspired by Ben, who won the tickets to Taylor Swift yesterday, which means his wife has to let him go to Tomorrowland.
Yeah, that's amazing. A lot of people were negging in this part. We
Yeah.
also talk about when an item was going to be thrown out, but then you thought, nah, it's going to go to waste. I'll have a crack at it.
And we were whacking the elimination chamber
Yeah,
as well.
it's a bit of fun.
Yeah, loved it.
Nathan, Nat and Sean. This is what I came for. Yeah. Perth's Nova 937. Keep on giving me all you got.
It's 6:03. Nathan, Nat and Sean. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Just looking at Harry
today.
just pressing the buttons for us, everyone. He runs the show for us. He looks like a complete nerd without a hat on, Harry.
Oh, Sean. Have I got the comb over
It was
going?
the comb over with him.
Trying to get on in the
Hey, the
day.
handsome guy. It's
Sean.
spotted that
Wow.
quite
I'm
comfortably.
dealing with enough this morning, all right?
Yes. All the technical stuff here is
And
going bonkos.
Heavy avocado application on his toast as well.
Can I tell you that we had our big Taylor Swift thing yesterday
Yes.
and it was
Yeah, yeah,
amazing,
yeah.
but we usually do those things on a Friday, so my body
Yes.
thinks it's Saturday.
Oh, that's so
And my
bad.
body is furious.
That's right.
It is so. It's like, what are you doing driving to Subiaco?
I feel you. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, that was a
Does
bit of
that
a...
you all agree?
I know.
Yeah, it was only Tuesday.
Tuesday's really thrown us.
It's a long way to the end.
No, it's way more, Amy. If we do something as big as Taylor, we should then have 2 days off.
That was
least.
huge.
At least.
That was huge, wasn't it?
Can you get any more high pitch?
Hold on, let me hold those. Go now.
Oh, there's dolphins at the window.
Next Friday, we will be doing the show from the landing in Alkimos, the
that's
Thirsty
right.
Camel there. The Thirsty Camel 10K
Very
drive-through
exciting.
is happening.
Yes.
We'll give you another opportunity to get your car in the lineup for that.
That's definitely a Friday.
The
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber, of course, returns today, where 6 people enter, 1 person leaves. Victorious for WWE Experience.
And Taylor Swift. So yesterday, we're all about pink.
Oh, wow.
Now,
we've
Let's
moved on.
play her every second song. Let's talk about nothing else but pink.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Shut up and drive. Thirsty Camels. 10K. Win 10 grand with Nathan, Nat and Sean at our Thirsty Camel 10K drive-through at the landing in Alkimos. Shop the way you want and save big bucks in-store and online at the Camel.
Here we go. Someone is about to score a spot in our Thirsty Camel 10K drive-through at the landing in Alkimos, which is Friday week.
Yeah.
gonna be
This
massive.
time there's a bit of a twist, though.
Oh, yes. What is it, Nate?
The person that's in your passenger seat of your car isn't just there to keep you company. They are going to be put to work too, because you drive through and answer a question correct. Fantastic. Then you drive back and through. Then it's their go. They could
No
lose it for you.
collaboration.
They could lose it for you.
Yeah.
If they stuff up and answer it wrong, you drive away. You drive
Yeah,
away.
they kick him out of the car. Stephen and Steph are going to be taking on each other this morning. We'll start with you, Steph. Good morning.
Good morning. How you going?
Hey, Steph, you
Steph.
sound up and about and like you know stuff. Would that be accurate?
Oh, I'm up and about, but let's hope I know stuff.
Steph, who would be the person that you would select to put in your passenger seat?
Oh, I think I might have to take my dad just for a bit of older knowledge and a bit more current knowledge.
Oh,
Okay.
covering the
That's good.
generations. Covering the
You
generations.
hope that he gets a question pertinent to his generation,
Yes,
though.
yes.
See?
True.
We'll make sure we put a lot of
Yeah.
boomer questions in there.
Yeah.
You're going against Steve from Joondalup. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Drew, how are we?
Good,
Wonderful, Steve.
Steve, is the person that you're planning to put in the passenger seat smarter or dumber than you?
Well, I think I'm going to do what Jeff said, grab my dad, so
Yeah.
we can cover, the older questions and the
Yes.
younger
There's no
questions.
collaboration, though.
a dad
so,
off.
yeah.
I like it.
Oh,
Well
Oh,
thought
yes,
ahead.
that's right, because
Not a
whatever
phone a
question
friend
comes your way,
situation, yeah.
your dad could get a Billie Eilish question.
Yeah.
And he'll go, who's Billie Eilish?
What's he ever
What
done?
is he? Yeah. Is he a sports guy?
Okay.
For sure.
We are going to find out which one of you is going to be at the competition that Friday week. Here's what's going to happen. We've got 5 questions to ask us. If you know the answer, buzz in with your name. If you get it right, you take the point for that round. If you get it wrong, we'll give the other person a crack at it. Best of 5. Let's test your buzzers. Steph, Steve.
Steve.
Working well.
Here we go
Okay.
for the first question. Who is the chef with a TV show called Hell's Kitchen?
Steve.
Steve.
Gordon Ramsay.
Steve takes the first round.
Yeah, we heard your buzzer,
We heard
Steph.
your Steph.
You were after Steve.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Okay.
Steve leads 1-0.
Question number 2. Animals that eat both plants and meat are called what?
Steph.
Omnivores.
She loves a
is right.
two-name called, doesn't she, Nathan?
Steph.
It's the 2-buzzer game.
Yep. Steph has tied it up. Okay, here we go. Round 3. Sharing a male name. What do you call the catch of a kicked ball in AFL? Steve
Mark.
is correct.
Oh, the funky bunch.
Steve takes the lead.
To
2-1.
Steph, it's Mark.
That's right.
All right, next question. What is the ocean off the coast of Western Australia?
Steve.
Steph.
Indian Ocean.
Steph
what
tied
a
it up.
match
We're going
we've
down
got.
to the wire. It all comes down to this question.
Jeez. I've enjoyed every bit of this.
For the
Have you,
win.
Sean? Wow.
The final question. What is the latest iPhone model?
Steve.
Steve for the win.
iPhone 17.
So you're wrong.
Steve's calling us from the future.
Steph, do you want to have a crack at it for the win?
It's the iPhone 15.
She's done it. Steve, shot yourself in the
Oh,
foot.
Steve,
With the Jetsons.
calling us from 2026.
Steve Jetson, mate.
Hey, Steph, you and your dad are going to be joining us at our Thirsty Camel 10K drive-through at the landing in Alkimos next Friday, where you could win $10,000, Steph. Good luck.
Oh, stuff it, guys. That would be a ripper end to the week.
I know, but
Good
wait,
on you.
Steph.
Cheese and crackers. or
There's
something.
more.
What is that?
We have a cheeky $150 to spend at Thirsty Camel coming your way too, Steph.
Oh, thank God. If I don't win the 10,000, I might be able to get some commiseration.
Yeah, you can fill up
Correct.
anyway. And good on you, Steve. That was
I
a
mean,
fair
no.
effort.
red hot go.
17.
17.
iPhone
Is ahead of the
17.
times. Everybody
Wow.
knows that.
Jeez, he hung up
Steve.
pretty quickly,
Wonder what
didn't he, Steve?
technology is at Stephen's house.
I know. It's,
That's right.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
You're also into rottenness on Saturdays.
yeah, he knows.
What are you
We're just talking
doing?
about it.
Yeah, no, I just want to keep reminding him all morning because he doesn't want to talk about it.
It's getting close. It's getting real. It's real.
I always have this thing with Sean, right? And he would have done this hands down, but it's I'm having a conversation with future Sean.
Yeah, yeah.
Because present Sean always thinks future Sean is really
Yeah.
into doing stuff, and I know future Sean, and future Sean doesn't want to do anything.
I've tried to take that on board this year, by the way.
And then
I
you
was
committed
only-
to
it's working
swimming
a
to
couple
right
times.
there
I
solo.
said I said future Sean to you about 4 times already this year.
Yeah, no. And there's another 4 times where I actually heard
You know
yours.
what? Can I just tell you? I know him the best out of you two. I know future Sean
Well,
more
that's
than
why.
you know.
You know
future
why?
Sean.
Because he's got the iPhone 17.
He does have the iPhone 17.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
You guys know me for a while, and there's something that I really, really, really enjoy.
You do love a sandwich.
Loves the sandwich.
Love a
Talks about
sandwich.
sandwiches.
All the time.
Here's
I
the new
think
sandwich
about
shop
them.
is opened.
Yeah.
Rushes down to try the new sandwich.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just stuff between bread, Nathan. Relax.
No, I need it. I love it.
love
Let's
a
not
sandwich.
forget your turkey sandwich era.
Oh, my
That was
turkey
full
sandwich.
on.
That was like a good 12 months, wasn't it?
Well,
It was a good 12
we
months.
discussed an
It felt like it.
intervention.
Yeah.
That's how long it was.
Yeah.
So it was pretty serious.
It's like, just try another meat, Nathan.
That's the
For
most
God's
serious
sake.
relationship you've had in the decade.
It was the 12 months I spent with turkey sandwiches. And I committed.
You
It
did.
shows that I can commit.
Yeah, you can. You
Yeah.
can.
Another thing I love is a tuna sandwich. I love a tuna sandwich.
No, that's the lesser of all the sandwiches.
A bit of cucumber in there as well to freshen it up. Well, cleaner in the US, Gabriela Rodriguez, she is working for a cleaning company called Total Clean, right? And they're contracted out to a law firm.
Yep.
This law firm is where top lawyers earn about $3.2 million a year. Now,
US, everyone, US.
if you work in an office situation, you probably have seen a lot of the times there's catering in the boardroom for a
Yes.
meeting, and then
Yeah.
afterwards
Happens all the time.
everyone's picked it, and then there's just the leftovers, and they're going to be thrown in the bin. That's a situation that Gabriella was faced with. So you know what? She's been hungry.
Yes, she's
And
working hard.
She grabbed herself a Tesco tuna and cucumber sandwich. And someone from the cleaning company had spotted her do it.
So one of her co-workers then.
Yeah. So that
What a
was,
dauber.
So they were she was complained about. Now the law firm didn't really care what was going on. The sandwich, the cleaning company said it was against their policies.
To be clear, the law firm didn't make a complaint.
That's what they're saying.
Right.
That's what they're saying, because people outside are protesting outside the law firm with like 300 tuna and cucumber sandwiches. So they're sort of, I don't know whether they complained or not, but they're saying they didn't.
Right.
And Total Clean is saying, it's our decision. So basically, she's been fired.
So she lost her job because she ate a sandwich that was destined
going
for the
in
bin.
the bin. Now, that's okay to take, isn't it?
Of course it is.
I think so. Can I say, firstly, this story reeks of a Jennifer Lopez movie.
This story just also reeks.
What do you mean? Talk to me.
Day-old tuna sandwich.
So do you see her cast as Gregory
it's
Allen?
like-
I can see her being the cleaner.
It's
don't
made
you?
in Manhattan all over again.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
and then she sat there with a sandwich.
And then
Yeah.
she ends up
Fired, and she's
running the law
she's a
firm.
single mum, and she's all that stuff.
So can I just get everyone's opinion in the building? Harry, do you think it's okay to take that sandwich?
A-okay.
Sam, do you think it's okay to take that sandwich?
Absolutely.
Natalie, yes, of course.
I think it's a questionable dietary choice, but yes.
Yeah, 100% no.
Okay,
Yep.
so the comments on this were full on. No one was siding with her.
What?
There's-
It was going in the bin.
Listen to this. You take something that isn't yours, you accept the consequences. Whether the sandwich was destined for the bin or not is irrelevant. She took it. She deserves all she gets. Untrustworthy. It is theft. She doesn't work for the law firm, just cleans there. She works for the cleaning company. She has no right to take anything, no matter how small the sandwiches were left, for their staff, not for her. They're saying law firms have very sensitive documents in there. How can she be trusted with those documents if she takes a cucumber and tuna
She
sandwich?
might eat them too. you never know.
They call her instead of the shredder, they go straight to her.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is a person that is cleaning, like you know what I mean? And they're not making much money.
They're not
Let's
making much
call
money,
it in
and
America.
she's eating a sandwich that was going in the
Have a
bin.
bloody
Relax.
sandwich.
I don't get it at all. I do know that one of Lachlan's mates, my son's mates, he was working down at the Orange Box in North Freo.
Yes.
And he was, obviously clean the plates and whatnot. And he got fired because he was eating food. And I think he was eating...
What were they
I think he
leftovers
was-
or stuff to a sale?
I don't know if it was just food off people's plates, which was leftovers, or that there was leftovers at the end of the day that hadn't been used, so then he, chewed down on them.
I know the manager. We can find out.
We'll find out. We'll open up our own investigation.
Yes.
13, 24, 10. We want to talk about when something is being thrown out, right? We want to know, you took
take
it.
Yeah.
Was there ramifications? And also, what is it? Is it okay?
Yeah.
It's okay to take certain stuff.
I mean, we're not talking Verge collections either. I mean, that's
No.
obvious,
We're
but
talking
yes.
about, say, at a
Yes.
wedding, do you have to ask the permission of the bride and that before you take the flower bouquet on the table, or you just flog it? Because
Often
nowadays...
they have decided who they want to give
But
those
also,
to. Yeah.
nowadays, all the table decorations, a lot of people just rent all that. So when there's people are used to just flogging stuff off the table at a wedding, they could be taking something that you can lose your deposit for.
I would never take it unless it was expressly given to me at a wedding.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Stacey's in Pickering Brook. Morning, Stace.
Good morning, guys. How you going?
Good Stace. Hey, did you take something that was going to be thrown out?
Absolutely. So in my teenage years, I worked at a donut shop, and there was quite a lot of produce left at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Now, it was in a big shopping centre, so I thought that instead of throwing it in the bin, I would give it to the passing customers, boxed it all up, and gave it to them. And I got in so much trouble by my manager. I could not believe how much I put on performance review and everything because I was giving the rubbish essentially at the end of the day out to passing customers.
Wow.
This is insane because, so there is no health safety laws because donuts aren't going to go off within the day.
No.
So it is literally the fact that they're not fresh anymore. So what is the difference between somewhere like Woolworths or Coles, who we'll talk about later in the show? What's the difference between them marking down bread and stuff at the end of the day?
Because getting closer to the end of the shift.
No, I know that. I'm saying so it's not a danger thing. To me, as a customer, that to me is goodwill.
Yeah, that's right. Building
And
loyalty.
they were all so grateful, and little kids at the end of the day, little
they were.
school treats.
Yeah.
And I got in so much trouble. I couldn't believe it.
Stace, were these donuts destined for the bin?
They were.
Clearly.
The bin was next to my side. ready to be tipped in.
Yeah.
So they're made fresh every day, so I didn't see the issue.
I mean, Nathan, the public
insane,
relations
isn't it?
is a positive.
Yeah,
It
100%.
is.
Great PR.
Straight away.
Yeah, thanks, Stace. Anna's in Rockingham. Hello.
Hey, Anna.
I love a cooey.
I don't know.
We'll try
Luckily,
Lisa in
that's good,
Byford then. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Hi, Lisa. Okay, did you take something that was destined for the bin?
Well, it was actually destined for my manager's mouth by what I thought was going to be going in the bin.
Yeah, what happened?
I worked at a burger chain company many, many years ago, and a burger had been made incorrectly, so it had to be remade, and the manager put it in on her desk. And I'd been doing a double shift, so I went in there and cut half of it and started eating my half. In she come, absolutely lost it at me, like screaming and yelling, and fired me on the spot.
On the spot for
half the burger.
They felt like they couldn't get another one.
I know.
But why did you put...
Exactly. But
Lisa,
apparently
why did
you're not allowed to take any food? But yeah, she was the boss, so she decided she would eat it instead of throwing it out. But instead of me just being like, oh, I'm doing you a favour doing an extra shift.
Yeah.
Have a look.
But was it the
No,
fact that
I
she
don't
put
know.
it on her desk? Did that not
Yeah, if you
indicate
put
that
it on a
maybe
desk.
she wanted it?
Well, the desk was kind of like, when I say an office, it was like this bench where all our rosters and everything were. That was as far as the office looked.
Yep.
So I just thought, oh, she won't mind. Like, we got along well.
Yeah.
And I was, doing her a favour by staying and doing an extra shift for her.
Yeah. Look, I understand. I
Minded.
understand her feelings if you were on, say, Survivor, and there was no other food around. But the fact that you're in a place where it makes those set
yes.
burgers, and if it's one of the bigger franchises, then it's not going to be any skin off their nose.
No, but if you've put the burger to the side,
Yes.
then I wouldn't. If I put that over there, I wouldn't think that Nat's going to
But
come over
things
and cut
happen
half
to
a burger.
food that's put on the
Oh, yeah,
side.
no, I'm
remember
eating
the
a
other
burger.
week? Remember the other week that we had breakfast here, and I ate probably less than half, and then I said to Harry, "Do you want the rest of my breakfast?" And Harry goes, "Yeah, no worries." And Harry was really excited, weren't you, Harry?
Oh.
It was a pile of bacon, there was eggs, there was
yeah.
a whole bit of toast.
Hungry and poor.
So every time it takes me ages to get through my breakfast. Every time I just put it over on the legend in the news thing. Anyway, so I got to go and grab it to give it to Harry. Where was it?
In the bin.
Amy,
So
I'm a
this is the
juicer.
opposite of what we're talking about. You threw something in the bin that wasn't destined for that.
Amy Amajusa, who, if her child eats half an apple, she glad wraps the core and then chews on it the next day through bloody 3 kilos of bacon in the bin. 3 kilos probably wasn't that
You
much.
took it out of the bin,
cleaning
though,
up.
right?
What's that?
I'm a mother.
You're a
I'm
mother. You're a
clean
mother.
up after
You're
you
a
guys
mother.
and keep this place looking
That's
good.
Yeah,
wrong.
you cleaned up
That's
Harry's
That's wrong, Amy. Nathan, you've won $150 to spend at Morris Mead. You deserve that. Morris Mead.
Nathan Morris Mead.
styling Perth for 50 years. Actually, Stacey, who gave out the donuts because that was being good
That
for the
was she's being a
business.
good person.
Oh, that's nice.
All yours, Stacey.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
The 1% Club is kicking off with new episodes. 7:30 tonight.
Yep.
The host with the most, of course, Jim Jeffries joins us now. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning. I was just listening to your show. I'm very jealous about the $2 spiders.
I know.
Oh, you're not
They don't
wrong.
sell them here in America.
Yeah.
I mean, how good is that?
I have to go to McDonald's,
Yeah.
right? I order the frozen Coke, and then I have to pay for a soft serve cone, and then I have to dump the ice cream in myself like a bloody idiot.
Yep.
And you know what? McDonald's in America, they don't do any. Is it still 30 cents for a cone in Australia?
Oh,
I think
I'd
it
be
might be a
guessing
bit
it'd be about
more.
$30 now.
I think it's either 50 or 70. I'm not sure, but I think it might be 50 cents.
It's still
it's under a buck.
hovering around the $1, right?
Yeah.
The ice cream cone in Australia, in America, $2.60.
What? Then what?
That's a stitch
And
up.
that's American dollars.
The American dollars.
Outrageous.
Yeah, you're
Wow.
looking at a good $4 Australian, $3.50 Australian. Bloody rip-off.
Hey, Jim. About with the spiders, right? So we all grew up with the Coke spider, right?
Yeah.
What was the first time you varied from the Coke spider? Because the first time that I had anything different, Mum put the ice cream with Fanta, and I blew my mind. It was like the very fabric of existence just tore apart. I didn't know it could
You do
happen.
something.
So that one's like a splice, isn't it? You got the orange with the vanilla,
Yeah.
and it's like a splice ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have taken. You don't really have this soda as much in Australia, but I like a good Dr Pepper float.
Oh,
Oh, do you?
Dr. Pepper spider, yeah, I'm big.
Yeah, I heard
love
you call it a
Dr.
float then. You have changed.
Yeah,
You've turned
you're
into
so
a-
Hollywood.
I've been away for a long
Come on,
time.
Hey,
mate.
Jim, the Dr. Pepper.
After I finish it, I like to put the bottle up on a ledge and shoot it with a gun.
And then eat my peanut paste sandwich.
penis.
I know he said
Oh, I
penis
thought you just
paste.
went, and then eat my penis.
Penis. I know.
Hey, Jim, the Dr. Pepper that you're talking about, I mean, root beer is another one they always talk about. And Nathan just mentioned the peanut butter and jelly. Now,
Peanut paste over there.
paste.
No, peanut butter.
do you have those sandwiches? Have you gone to that kind of cuisine?
Everybody in America eats a P, B, and J sandwich, as they call them,
I've
right?
never had one.
And I've never had one.
No.
Do you want to know why?
Because it's
I'm not a
wrong.
moron.
I
Yeah,
know.
and
What is
when you
that?
look at it, it's just goo inside, and their
Yes.
bread is horrible.
Right.
Maybe if I could get a bit of Australian sunbreast or tip top, it's the good stuff,
Tip top
right?
into us, yeah.
Yeah, I'm where the bread mushes down when you bite it, but American bread, it always springs back as soon as you bite it. Terrible sugar-filled crap, and then they want to cover it in more and jelly. It's strawberry jam.
Come on, mate.
It's jam.
They sell in America, they sell peanut butter with the jam, the jelly swirled through it, so you can all just do it in one
That's wrong.
night.
No, remember when they
wrong.
started
Red
putting the
Bull
Vegemite, or was it Vegemite 2.0 when they started putting Vegemite and was it cheese together in the jar? It's like,
Yeah.
shut up,
No.
we can do it ourselves. Hey, Jim, you are a great representative of Australia because I feel like you're every man. You're all of us, but more talented. I want to know, right, how do you go in really fancy Hollywood situations? Do you find, are you comfortable with it now? Are you a fish out of water? What?
I've met a lot of famous people over here. You know, Brad Pitt was me weatherman. I've been to parties. I've been to parties with extremely famous people, and I haven't remained friends with any of them. I think that will tell you how good I go. They're always, they've watched one of my stand-up specials. They're always excited to meet me, and then they're very disappointed after.
So do you hang around in Aussie circles, Jim?
Eddie Vedder came to one of my shows, and I wasn't invited to Pearl Jam. Let's just say that.
So when what amazes me is so many Australians do go to LA and they start with that mid-Pacific accent almost immediately. You have not got. You've been there a while. There is not an iota of an American accent about you.
Well, I lived in Britain before that, and I tried not to lose it because I thought that, you know,
Point of
it's
difference.
charming, the Australian accent. I like the way I sound. But so last Father's Day, they brought out Extraction 2, you know, the Chris Hemsworth movie. The one where Chris talks like every Australian actor. Have you noticed that every Australian actor's like this? Yeah, you know, we did a few things.
Russell Crowe, Chris Hemsworth. Yeah.
Me and the boys got together and we're like this. And you're like, shut up, mate. You went to NIDA. We're all so gritty. I studied at Whopper in Perth, right? I studied Whopper. I was the grittiest bloke there, mate. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you the wonderful thing about Whopper is go study. If you're a young man, go study a musical theatre at Whopper. They let in 15 men and 15 women each year, and those girls have been practicing dancing and acting their whole life, and the boys have also been doing that. I was one of 2 heterosexuals in that course. I cleaned up. It was a wonderful experience. I have very fond memories of Perth. But so we're watching Extraction, right? We're watching Extraction. And he comes on, he's all like, yeah, this is what we're going to do, and we're going to extract that person. We're going to get that person back and all that stuff. And I went to the bathroom. My wife was sitting there with her best friend on the couch. And as I walked back out, I heard my wife turn to a friend and say, when she was watching Chris Hemsworth, the Australian accent has never done it for me before, but on him. Right? And I was like, what do you mean it's never done it for? And so I said... So I went, so you want me to talk like this all the time? You want me to constantly be talking like this? And she went, yes. And then that night when me and the wife, when we were getting it on, the wife goes, do Hemsworth. So I had sex with my wife the whole time going, yeah, this is what we're... And then afterwards, she turns to me and she goes, if you can speak like that some of the time, why don't you talk like that all of the time?
Oh, my God, really?
Wow.
Yeah, pleasant woman.
Yeah, no, she sounds nice. You should give her a PB&J.
I tell you what, very hard to kill Chris Hemsworth in that movie Extraction 1 and 2. Like, he does take a lot of fire.
I was just saying, so do you know that the Hemsworth brothers, because I met Liam once at a party type of thing, they were the tour guides at Phillip Island for the fairy penguins. You know the ones?
Yeah.
So Chris gave the job to Liam, and they used to be the blokes that all right, the sun's setting, the penguins will be out soon. Yeah. Can you imagine when the Hemsworth brothers left Phillip Island, how bad that was for the economy of Phillip Island? You know how many women watch those penguins come out over and over?
I mean, did the penguins even show up anymore? The penguins were coming because they went to sleep with their Hemsworth.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, hands down, I think every straight man would let Chris Hemsworth take them as a lover, sure.
Oh, look, I'd have to have a go. I've got to tell me friends.
Jim?
No, I'd let the third Hemsworth, the shorter one. I feel like
Luke.
he'd fit me better.
Yeah, he'd have bigger hands, wouldn't he? Smaller hands, sorry, make things look bigger. So the 1% Club, I love watching all the audience on that, mate, because they just are lining up to get roasted by you. It's brilliant.
Well, that's the thing with the show is if you get knocked out in the first few questions, then I have to go you a bit. But if you get over halfway, I give you a well done and you get a little round of applause, you know. But I do, when I'm doing the show, I get to pick who I talk to for the most part. And I try to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I've got an earpiece in, they're telling me different things, but I don't have any information on anyone before I start. I don't know any of their names or anything. I just talk to people and if I see you and I think you're going to have a good personality, but I don't think you're that smart, I have to talk to you in the first two questions because otherwise your light goes out and I can't talk to you.
So you're just scanning for interesting dummies.
So if they figure out he's talked to me in the first round, I'm dumb. That's how they find out.
If you're a contestant on the 1% Club and I talk to you in the first two questions, I think you're as thick as pig shit.
But have a great personality.
Yeah, great personality.
But you've got to look.
Hey, Jim, how long does it take you to do an episode, or you do multiple episodes throughout a Dave shooting?
We record an episode over about 3.5 hours because you got to talk to people and it's all that type of stuff. So it's a much longer record than a normal game show. You know, I was on an episode of Celebrity Wheel of Fortune the other day. They filmed it as fast as you watch it, you know.
Yeah, right.
20-something minutes, the show was done. I was on that show and I won the $1 million chip and I got bankrupt because, and you can find this somewhere online. Yeah. But the idiom was famous quotes, widely said quotes, right?
Yep.
And the quote was, "That's the best pineapple I've had in my mouth," right?
A famous quote.
Best pineapple.
Famous saying or something.
Yeah.
Best pineapple I've had in my mouth. And at one stage, I had a whole lot of letters up there, and I had a funny thing that I knew wasn't the answer that I wanted to say, but I was doing it for charity, so I didn't want to borrow the money. I was very close to going, "That's the best prostitute I've had all month."
No, you wouldn't do that. No.
Which is a common saying in my household.
We love your work, Jim. So good. The 1% Club. It's off. Kicking off tonight. New series, 7:30 on Channel 7. Thank you so much for catching up with us, Jim.
You're great, Jim.
Jim.
You guys ride.
You were great. I had a great time. Thanks for having me on your show.
Oh,
Thanks, Jim.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
We were very excited to be able to give away our last Taylor Swift tickets yesterday.
And some say the best.
Oh, well, it's in the suite, Nelly, and there was spending money, there was everything. And the winner, of course, you would have heard, was Ben. Ben joins us now. Hey, Ben.
Hey guys, how you going?
Good, Benny.
Ben, you were, in the immediate vicinity yesterday, you were the most unpopular person in the world.
Oh, my God, I'm surprised. I'm surprised hundreds of ovaries just lash out and punch you in the face.
But
they were shocked a man one.
At home, you were pretty popular, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Ben, tell everyone what the deal was. So you were down there to win the tickets for your beautiful partner, Taylor.
Yeah, the deal was that if I was able to win a ticket, I got permission to go to Tomorrowland with my mates.
Now, Tomorrowland is where?
It's a festival in Belgium.
And it goes on for days, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a 3-day festival.
Yeah, so there's not a lot of sleep going on. Big time DJs playing the whole time, Ben.
It's massive.
I love when these deals that have no chance of coming to
That's
fruition.
no chance.
No chance, and then suddenly that small slither of chance happens, and Ben, it was so great to listen to. We've got Taylor here right now. Hello, Taylor.
Hi.
Taylor. So straight away, I have to speak. Ben, who was your workmate that you were there with?
Oh, that was my dad.
Oh, that was your dad.
That was his dad, right,
So
nice.
Ben and his dad, they like push pedal to the metal to get there in time because you were listening on the radio and didn't think you were going to get there in time, didn't you, Ben?
Yeah, I thought I wasn't going to make it.
Yeah. So he was doing this in between jobs.
Yep.
So Taylor, Ben did the unthinkable. He won you those tickets, and there was a deal put on the table. Where are we with it?
I've got the ticket.
You went on yesterday and bought...
Taylor.
Did you?
Yeah, I got it last night.
Taylor, you said no. You were saying no, wait. What happened?
Oh, I don't know.
A deal's a deal.
Deal's a deal.
It feels like someone's...
feel like I was,
Yeah, you go, Taylor.
Get what, Taylor?
I just feel like everything's like a blur. So I'm like, oh, yeah. And then next week I'll be like, wait, what happened?
Yeah.
You will be.
I mean,
but
there's that.
It seems like someone from above was making a call on this,
that's
that Ben
right.
needed to be at Tomorrowland.
It's destiny.
And so, therefore, Taylor gets to go to Taylor Swift. Do you think you'll be okay with Ben actually taking off when he
in July
when the time comes?
Absolutely not.
You're at least honest.
When do you think you're going to start being nasty to him? Would it be a month before, or a few weeks before? What are we going to do?
Yeah, definitely a few weeks before, and then for a long time after.
Yeah, it's gonna be in his face.
Ben, obviously, 3-day festival, but you can't just fly all that way for 3 days. Are you going to have a slightly longer break while you're there?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe a week or two.
I think it's only fair.
I mean,
Ben.
it's so
That
far.
wasn't the deal. That wasn't the deal.
What's the deal? I go, what's the deal we have on the table, Taylor? What's the deal?
Just festival home. That's
Festival on a home.
Like literally fly in. You don't even want him to book accommodation. You want him to go to the festival, then
He
leave.
won't be sleeping, so
Yeah.
not required.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to think about it too much. It would dampen the weekend.
Think about it though. So, how much would Taylor Swift have cost you if you were going to go over there? It would have been thousands.
Yes.
Yeah.
What would it have been? You've got accommodation, you got your flight.
Return flights for $1,500.
Yeah,
And these tickets are good ones. So,
So we're looking about $5,000 exercise?
Yeah, I would say probably $4 or $5,000.
Ben, how much is this going to be setting you back for the whole Tomorrowland adventure?
I'm not really sure. I haven't looked into it too much. The ticket was $1,300, but everything else will be far more than that, I'd say.
Yeah. So the ticket...
But it's not about the money, isn't it, Ben?
That $1,300 is each day. So that's the whole festival from go to
that's
work.
for the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's about the experience, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it, Ben. You know what? You've given such hope. You've given such hope to people that say something outlandish.
Yes.
And then suddenly it comes true.
off.
I mean, and Taylor, sucked in.
You have to
It's
go
so
with
funny.
it, Taylor, because he won
So
you
funny.
tickets to Taylor Swift. So
I know.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining
you,
us
guys.
again,
Yeah,
guys.
and congratulations on winning the tickets,
Yeah.
Ben, for
Yeah.
Taylor, who's going to have an
Thanks,
awesome
that was
time.
amazing.
No worries. We want to celebrate what Ben and Taylor have found themselves in this
what
situation.
Ben's managed to pull off, I think.
Yeah, we want to talk about when the deals that had no chance at all on this planet of happening. Deals that had no chance of happening until they did.
Oh, yeah.
We want to know if that person end up
Honouring it.
it or not.
Sarah, hello.
Hello, how you going, guys?
Okay, Sarah. Who did you make a deal with?
With my husband. So we've been married a year and we were having friends over for dinner and I decided to make chocolate lava cake, the one where you put the spoon in and it's meant to run out like chocolate lava. Yeah. And he said to me, if you can pull this off, I'd never made it before, if you can pull this off, I will get you the diamond eternity ring that you want with diamonds the whole way around.
Yes.
Just because of the success of a chocolate lava cake.
Yes.
I think because of his significant doubts in his wife.
I know. So what happened?
So I spent the afternoon researching how to make this lava cake.
Yeah.
And our friends coming for dinner knew about the deal, so they were like anxiously, waiting for the part where the spoon goes through the cake and the lava run out.
Yeah.
I pulled it off.
Yes.
And he was like, oh, no, that's not worth $5,000.
He welched on the deal.
Oh, mate, Sarah, you did all the work and you nailed it.
No, a deal's a deal. Come on.
Yeah. So I had to wait till our 10-year wedding anniversary to get the eternity ring, which I ended up buying myself.
So, Sarah, can I just take you back to the moment that you and your guests put the spoon into the lava cake and you saw the lava happen? What was that feeling like?
I remember my friend was super excited. She was like, yes, you get the ring. And I was like, yay, the ring. Celebrating.
Okay,
it's like when you see MasterChef and they do it. They go,
I know, exactly. But there's a bit more on the line here. That's so good.
Oh, reneged.
Sarah, he's a terrible person, your husband.
So funny.
And tell him we said so. Thank you. Ben's in Morley. Hello.
What's going on, guys?
Oh,
Hey, Ben.
Just learning that the Ben's getting to deals,
Yeah,
obviously.
that's
Ben.
true.
All right, so what happened?
So me and one of my mates work for my old man for his small company, and we've just recently caught the golf bug. And so keeping in mind, he plays golf religiously once a week.
Yep.
So fancies himself a fair bit. Us being young, naive, probably thought we'd have him covered, and decided to challenge him to a game of golf. And if we could somehow knock him off, he'd double pay us for the week.
Yeah.
Not expecting to win, somehow we've actually knocked him off. And he hasn't honoured it. So we took the week off the following week to go down south to play a golfing trip and didn't tell him. So
Ben, that is amazing.
Why aren't people honouring these bets they're making? That's terrible.
Okay, so what did he say when you took off, Ben?
Yeah, I had a few missed calls from him.
So Ben, you said so both of you beat him in that game that you took him on with?
Yeah, probably keeping it pretty low key, but we played Ambrose, so me and a mate somehow beat him by himself. So,
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
But whatever it is, if he agreed to it, then that's the deal.
He thought there was no chance. There were no chance. There were no chance. That is so good, Ben.
So good, Ben. Thank you.
Ben,
and
good job.
Raina's in Clarkson. Morning, Raina.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, Raina. Who did you make a deal with?
My husband.
And tell us all about it.
It was about to be his 40th birthday, and I'd had a day off work, and I spent the whole day trying to get through to a Nova competition line, and I had to be caller number 7 to win an iPad.
Yes.
And I told him, yep, if I get through, it's yours because it's your birthday coming up. I got through. I won it. And you all used that soundbite of me saying the entire week, oh, it's my husband's 40th birthday, but I never gave it to him.
You never gave it to him?
You never gave it to him.
Watched on the bet.
You watched.
You had it. You kept it for yourself.
And you're reminded for the entire week because we kept playing a little grab of you going, it's for my husband. It's for my husband.
And all of Perth was asking me because I've got a very unique name and voice.
Yes. Raina, I'm just going to say officially, you're a monster.
Raina's like, what happened, Raina? When did you knew that you weren't actually going to give it to him? When you physically got the iPad, did you realise, wait, this is gold, it's mine?
Oh, yeah, I went straight to Subiaco, picked it up and set it up with a pin.
From the moment you put it in
Raina, you're a terrible person.
Yeah,
I love it.
I know, funny though, so we like it.
Very
yeah,
funny.
That's too good.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
So many pink tickets. Nova 937's Pink Ticket Blitz. Hey, this is Pink.
Pinky's coming to town. Pretty excited about that. Because at least she's getting off her butt and coming over here.
I know.
Yeah, we know that she puts on an amazing show. We were looking for caller number 8, actually.
Yeah, we were.
And that was Rebecca. Hey, Beck.
Hello.
Hey, Beck.
Beck, well
Look,
done.
all these people wanting to go to Taylor Swift. No, you're going to see Pink. Pink does the hard work.
And then you can sleep in your own bed.
You know what I mean?
How good's that, Beck?
That's incredible. I can't believe that I've actually won.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
no,
you-
you've won.
Oh,
You've
do you think we're going to make you do some stuff before you win?
Well, I did, but I also, it was one of those, I didn't think I was going to get through, and then...
And then you're shocked that you did?
And then you did, Beck.
Think
I'm
about
shocked
it.
that I did, and I'm shocked that I've won the ticket.
Think about it. A minute ago, you didn't have pink tickets.
And now you do.
No, I didn't.
Look at your life.
And I was actually just talking to my child about how I wasn't going to take this.
Oh.
So who
Well,
are
that'll be even better.
Who are you going to take then, Beck?
Probably my 10-year-old daughter.
Nah.
No, you told...
It's up between the two kids.
No.
Oh, the two of them, righto. So
You
I'll
know
be
what?
disappointed. That's
You've
fine.
raised those children enough.
Yeah.
Leave
Take a
them
friend.
at home. Take a friend, Beck. Let your hair
Well, that
out.
might also be a big choice.
Yeah, a bit of
Sweetheart.
Mum's Gone Wild action, I reckon.
Yes, put on a fun skirt and go to Pink. Sean.
Fun skirt.
What life's all about.
Well, you're going to have fun. That's
I
guaranteed.
know, it's going to be massive. Not too long to wait either. It's like not this weekend, next weekend. Awesome.
Well done, babe.
Enjoy.
Awesome.
All right, everybody.
Thanks, Beck.
There's more pink tickets to be won.
Like all the time here now.
Yeah, so stick around.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean in podcast form.
Hey, just quickly, we got a special guest in the
Yes,
studio.
something amazing's just happened.
Yesterday I was passed a note. And I was passed a note about the existence of some Kalgoorlie sausage rolls that taste nearly some sausage rolls that taste nearly exactly like the Kalgoorlie sausage rolls.
Because there was Providence where somebody that worked there had worked at the lunch bowl way back when.
Yes.
That place was Our Ruby Girl.
Yeah.
And guess what? She just walked in the door. Sausage rolls from Our Ruby Girl.
Hello.
Hello.
We didn't get time to get your name. What's your name?
My name's Laura.
I was going to call you Ruby.
Ruby.
So tell us all about Our Ruby Girl sausage rolls.
So we heard that you are on the lookout for the best ones in Perth.
We are, because, ours were retired and their jersey was hung in the rafters.
And I believe ours are the best.
Oh!
I'd love you to try them.
Where's the experience coming to make them this good, Laura? So did we have a connection to the Kalgoorlie sausage roll at Our Ruby Girl? Did you hear about this?
I'm not too sure what happened yesterday.
Yes, no, in the note it said that the person... So who cooks these?
Beth, lovely Beth.
I think it was suggested that Beth used to make them.
Yes, had worked at the lunch bowl.
She's got the knowledge of it.
yes.
At
Way
least the
back
knowledge.
when.
Yeah, she knows the DNA of the Kalgoorlie sausage roll. This is amazing. Can I just say that when we were in Bustleton for Christmas, right? There was a place there that said that they had amazing sausage rolls. So Dad and I went in there. And we went, oh, what are your sausage rolls like? And they talked them up. And they said, they're brilliant.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, you'll have to let us know about it. So we go home and we try them, and they were rubbish, right? And then we go into this place the next day, and then I went, I hope she doesn't recognise me.
Yeah.
And then Dad said, and then she goes, oh my God, so you guys, how are your sausage rolls? And I didn't know what to say. And then Dad said, well, they weren't a 10, were they?
All right, Nathan, why don't you try this in front of Laura?
The pressure.
Hey, Laura, what sauce have you got with that?
It's a relish
a different
there.
one.
Yeah, it's a relish.
But we don't believe that we think they should stand alone
You
without
should try,
sauce.
if everyone's going to try a sausage roll, do it sauceless first and then see what we're dealing with. All right. All right. I can taste. I know what the ingredients are, so I'm not going to say them. I can taste the ingredients. That is succulent. Well, I shouldn't speak like this. I've got my mouth full. What do you think now?
Yeah, and the filling to pastry ratio, generous, very generous.
Have
There's
you
no
put fennel in this?
Oh, I'd have to ask Beth.
Now, can you taste some fennelling in there? Is there some fennel situation? Can you?
Could be.
You're better
Grandma
on fennel than me. Sean, why are you having any?
Yeah. Just have one
Because
bite.
it's too close to me.
Have one bite. That's not going to stop you.
Have a bite.
Have a bite.
Oh my God, Sean. These are bloody nice.
they're tasty.
These are nice.
Okay, that's a bit dry.
Yours a bit dry. Oh, you might have got
I think
dry.
it's because they've been cut up before they brought in. Normally you'd have it whole.
Laura, thank you for coming in.
You're welcome.
These are bloody good. So where
Our
are
Ruby
you?
Girl.
Where are you?
We're Our Ruby Girl. We're a small business in Como.
I love that.
We'd
And look
love
at
for
all
you to
this
come and
stuff
try
you
our
do.
sausage rolls, Perth.
Everybody come down, try
Lay
the
Street,
sausage
everyone.
rolls.
Check them out.
Tasty. Thank you so much for coming
Now
in.
and
Laura.
try the
worries.
relish.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Time for us to get out of here.
Yeah, stick a fork in us.
much work has been done this morning by us. There's none left for
amazing.
anyone else. I don't know why anyone's going to work.
Elimination Chamber's back tomorrow. Plus, a couple of wrestlers are dropping by, if
How
you
about
don't mind.
Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
Yes,
There you go.
and wrestling superfan, a.k.a. Sean's cousin Rove.
No, he is the super
No,
fan.
he
of
really
super
is. We
fans.
say
Like,
this.
You don't muck around here.
No, he
Yeah.
really
And the other
loves
thing he's
it.
a super fan on is Doctor Who. So
Yeah.
it's a
He's a
weird
massive
little,
nerd,
weird
isn't
little
he?
concoction there, isn't it?
And
It's a
also,
combo.
he's best friends with Pink. And we've got more Pink tickets to go
all
as
happening.
well. It is all happening. See what we did there?
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.